So we have a customer, we're going to call it Acme, for example. And really what we want to do is we want to build a new IVR for this Acme customer, classic IVR. So what we want is just 3 options. We want to access our company directory, and we want options to transfer to our sales group and a support group, and we want this speech rec enabled. So classic sort of small business, hey, I want to spin this up. And what I'll do here is I'll turn this over to Ben. You're going to see here how within a matter of minutes, we're going to be able to spin up this IVR.
How to enable this and try to keep it to 5 minutes here, show you how simple it is. So right now we're in the accounts console. I'm going to turn on the integration. So if you're familiar with this at all, there's just one prerequisite. You need a CloudLink gateway deployed. So we're going to go to integrations and apps. Okay, we're going to go add new. Then we're going to go find the Mitel voice assist, and we're going to add the integration. So while that's coming up, it's going to be added, and we're going to complete the setup. And we're going to be given 3 options. So the first option, which will show up momentarily, is to enter a number. Oh, sorry. So this number is it's a dialable, a DN on your system. And then we're going to do the time zone to Berlin. And then you have a choose recipe, and then basically that's the way we call it a template. So there's a basic one and an advanced one. We're going to start with the basic one and show you that. So I'm going to hit save. Now, going back to that number, from this point, once it finishes creating this, if you've set up the ARS for that number, you can basically, CloudLink will start answering calls right away. The workflow will start answering. So I'm going to show you that right now. So we've added the integration. On the left here, there's a new tab called Voice Assist. We're going to go down to routing, and then we're going to have a look at our workflow. And there it is, and we're going to edit it. And so now you have this canvas with a couple of activities. So the first one is the answer point. So all calls going to 8001, you're going to answer. We're going to check a schedule here. If it's open, we're going to go to a dial by name, a corporate lookup. If it's outside of those hours, we're going to go down this close branch, play a greeting, and hang up the call. So if we go back to Mike's slide, there was a couple of requirements. One of them that wasn't in there was the schedule. So we're just going to modify their schedule first. And so Acme has a couple of different requirements. So they need to be open from 8 till 6 in the afternoon. We're going to change that. They're open on the weekends. So we're going to hit the drop down beside reoccurrence, and we're going to do Saturday and Sunday. Scroll down a little bit, and then we're going to change the business hours from 12 in the afternoon until 4 in the afternoon. So those are their business hours. So easy to change. And then when they were open, we needed a dial menu. That was the business requirement. So beside the open, you see this nice little plus sign opens up. We are going to open the activity wheel, as we call it. We're going to choose a dial menu. So we're going to go to media, the picture of the nice phone here, and we're going to choose our dial menu. And so here's the dial menu dialog. There are a number of options for greetings. For this demo, we're going to show you text to speech, but I'll show you everything here. So you can use an existing greeting that you've created previously. If you have a professional recording that you hired a company to do, you can just drag and drop and upload it here. Or you can, create a recording with your PC mic, ad hoc. So just start recording and talking, and it creates it. You can play it back, listen, try again. But what we're going to do, the first part here is just going to go to text to speech. I've already pre-prepared a greeting. Thank you for calling Acme. Stand by. Thank you for calling Acme. For corporate directory, press 1, support 2, sales 3. If we scroll down a little bit here, we'll see that you have a number of voice options. So you could see there's about, for English, there's probably, 15 to 20 in the various English dialects of Great Britain and US. So there's a lot that you can test around and play with. So we'll just choose Joey Mail, and then we'll hit OK. So next, what we're going to do, we have a few options, right? There's option 1, and we need to add a few more. So let's add our 2 dial options. So press 2. and we're going to press 3. Okay, so there they are. So we know for the first option here, the requirement was our dial by name lookup. So we're going to take that, and we're actually just going to do an easy cut and paste into the spot. Our activity wheel opens up, and then we paste. And then we hit OK to the activity. So that's your corporate lookup dial by name activity, as easy as that. The next two, what we're going to do, oops, I'm going to move it up a little bit. We're going to hit plus sign, and we're going to do a transfer activity. So we open our activity wheel. We're going to go to transfer. Now I'll just put in a number here, 1,000, and I'm going to give it a description name. I think it's support. We'll do support transfer, and we'll hit OK. So there's our second requirement. You can transfer a call to this, the hunk group that's on the My Voice business. That's what will happen. So now what we'll do to make our lives easier, and this applies all over the place, but we're just going to do a copy, paste down to option 3, go to our activity wheel, to paste, and we'll just change this to sales, and we'll just change the dialable to the destination to 1001, and then you hit save at the top, and there you have it, a basic IVR in a couple minutes. Now, one other option that I'll show you that the customer, Acme, if you remember from the slide, they were also interested in speech recognition. So we'll go back to the dial menu. I'll add my extra bit of text to the greeting. Oops, sorry, let's go here. So, or tell us why you're calling, for example, say billing, say assistance. So let's go OK to that. Oh, and sorry, we have to actually enable it. So down here at the bottom, there's enable speech recognition option. So I'll hit that. Down here, you have the ability, it's not there yet, but you can actually test the confidence level of your voice when you say words. It will read it back to you. It's a neat feature coming. So I'll hit OK to this. I'll hit save. And now we'll go up to, we'll use support. We'll go on the activity for support. So I'll start by putting the digit. You can put 2. You can put the words assistance, help, all sorts of things. And then on this speech recognition, when the customer calls in, if they say, I need help, it'll pick that up and it will route down to the support for help. So as you saw it here, I think I kept within 5-6 minutes, maybe a little longer. Basically, it's easy to build an IVR in about 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. You can have it up